Welcome back, guys. It's Kibla Ahmed out here. It's the Brothers Geek Out podcast. I have a special. I was trying to do a WWF intro, but it's not happening right now. But special, talented, creative, artistic, lyricist, genius, Artcha Tech with us today, and we're going to talk about passion and
brother.
drive. How you been, man?
Yeah, man. Definitely. I've been well, brother, man. How have you been? What's been good?
It's been good. I
know you're working. I see you working, brother.
There's loads happening. Usually, my brother.
You. Yeah.
No, go on, bro. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say you inspire me, bro. So it's always a good look when I see you doing stuff. I'm inspired.
Oh, man, bro. Vice versa, bro. It's always been like that. I think the best way of working with people is when you vibe, when you can feel that vibe from the person that you're working with. You just know the visions are gonna align and you're gonna get some great work done in the process.
Yeah.
Which, over the years, we have had collaborating projects that we've done, and we'll touch base on those a bit later. I mean, the podcasts that we're doing recently about passion has been trying to inspire the youth and trying to inspire people out there that want to start creative and creative projects in the creative industry, but get held back. And me and my brother, sorry, G-Man, you're not here. Usually he's here with me asking all the questions, but he's back in Singapore and the time in there must be like 3 o'clock in the morning, so he's probably sleeping. So he loves doing these. He loves meeting people. He loves asking these difficult questions of what you do in different places. But bro, can't thank you enough to jump on and share your knowledge and just to get a little bit of background on what you do, Artcha, man. Let the people know.
Yeah, man. So obviously this is a play. This is my brother, man. Kibla's my brother. Ahmed's my brother. These are my brothers, like real brothers, man. And I guess for me, what do I do? I'm an artist first and foremost. I'm a creative. I'm a musician. I'm a designer. I am a producer. I'm a writer. And I'm a teacher. So I feel like all of those come together and they kind of work with each other because it's all about inspiring people through what you do. Like our art and our music inspires people. Like when I see your work, you inspire me, and then I go back to the studio and I start writing, and vice versa. And it's been like that since flipping. Oh man, I want to say 2005, 2004, maybe.
Yeah.
Around there. Yeah.
I think I met Artcha properly. So he was friends with a group of guys, some Junglist Massive MCs,
yes,
Ruthless, Yasin and all them lot. And I saw you spitting your bars in his room on a hi-fi system, bro, with a mic. And you spat some bars, bro. And I was sitting there thinking, this guy, I've seen him on TV. And it's funny because we've go so far back, and the workload. I remember after that, and then becoming a fan of your music, and then I had the privilege to work with one of my favorite artists. It's just you can't. Some people can't put that in words or experience, bro. To say that I've worked with one of my favorite artists. If you speak to me about UK hip hop, the first name that pops into my head is you, bro.
That's blessed.
So that's to this day, when I go through my phone and shuffle tracks, bro, and I hear tracks like Stella and the Jay Dilla track that you did, and I was like, man, this guy, man. I'm so happy and so proud to see the work that you've put out in the past couple of years go so far, bro. And now you haven't just you've dibbled and dabbled into different things. I mean, like now I'm seeing the clothing line and I'm like, excuse me, I need one of those. So it's like, how do you kind of make that time? Because remember, I know you still got your 9 to 5 and how do you work that out, bro?
Yes. It's I think the passion drives us, isn't it? Like obviously we got family, we got work, we got friends, So there's so much happening at once, and you have to be passionate to keep being creative. Like it's very difficult to switch it on and off if you don't have a bigger vision. So I think for me, it's all about organize. And you can see behind me, I got my calendar, bro. Like this is like pinpoint precision. Like I have to be very calculated. How much time am I spending here? How much time there? So I think for me, it's always been a necessity to be creative, bro. Like it's not even. I mean, you understand it. I want to articulate. You definitely understand it. It's like breathing. And when you don't do something creative, you feel it in your soul. Like
it's like asthma, missing. Bro. You can't breathe.
Yeah, facts. Can't breathe, man. So you have to make time for everything. You got to make time for your family, make time for friends, make time for your hustle, or whatever your hustle is, and make time for the creativity. Very, very vital for us. Yeah. And anyone who's watching this, they know if you're a creative, it's in your soul. It's in your soul, bro. So,
man.
Yeah.
That's I think scheduling. No, it's really important. Scheduling plays a big part of, I think, as a creative, and I suppose it helps with mental health as well, because mental health is such a big thing as well. Is that you're making time for everything that you feel settled once you've done something. Like I've got my notepad. This is important. I know some people would have their mobile phones, but I'm still old school and I still write things down. And I had an idea like 2 weeks ago, and to see it become reality is, absolutely mad, because it was an idea I wrote down in my book. Then I implemented the ideas, did my research, and then worked on the product. And then the final product came through, and I'm like, okay. But that was due to scheduling. That was, I need to have an hour in the day just to do that.
Yeah.
So
and that is
very key.
That discipline is crucial for your because you've been consistent since I've known you. You've always been consistent, and that's one of the things I admire about you. And that's another, like, we motivate each other, but I look at your work output and I'm like, oh my, how is he doing this, and then how is he doing that, and executing and going forward. And obviously we've worked together and we've done major, bro, you've been a part of all of my major projects, bro. Like literally all of the major projects, you've been, not just the artwork, bro, that's part of it, but you've been there. You've been on the road. You've traveled with us. We've done shows. You've been there for inceptions, ideas, photo shoots. You've done photo shoots. Like, you've seen the whole mechanics of it. So you know what it is. And it's a beautiful thing that we can be here in 2021 and talk and look back at the great, like, we've had some beautiful adventures, man. Beautiful.
Yeah, definitely. I learned a lot on those adventures, bro. Stuff I can't speak of, but there is some inspiring things in there where it opened up my eyes as well as a creative as well, of how much you can reach out to people. And I think that's the main connection of when it comes to being creative. And the importance in what we do is if it could even touch one soul and make them smile, happy, laugh, dance, you've done your job. Like, it's rewarding in that one sense. You know, you get a message from somebody to say, oh, dude, that track did something to me, connected so well. I'm so happy that you did that for me. That's payment for me there.
I mean, that is the best. I think that's why we do it, man. I don't think we necessarily do it for financial rewards. We've been in positions where we've been able to earn money from our art and our craft, but that's like the icing on the cake. The most important thing is 10 years down the line, someone comes to me and says, I don't know, I'm thinking of a song, Pimp It. Pimp It is one of my favorite songs. And I'm thinking, I did that over 12 years ago. And it still resonates. That's an investment. That's like, you can't buy that. You can't purchase that.
That's stuff of legacy, bro.
I'm proud of that, bro. And I'm proud of, I was, bro, hold that thought. I'm going to show you something that you might not remember. 1 second.
Okay, cool.
Hold up.
He's gonna bring it back.
All right. So, do you know what this is, bro?
I think I do, bro.
Do you know what
that's
this
such
is?
a long time ago, bro. Oh my god.
Yeah. This my brother Kibbs made this cover for one of my mixtapes, one of my best mixtapes, Target Practice, Jay Dilla tribute. And then he went as far as making a canvas. Look at this beautiful piece. Mad.
Oh man, that's so
crazy, bro. Crazy.
Oh, you know what? Because it's weird. Because at that time, like with the level of work that we were doing, that was done.
Yeah.
I never studied Photoshop, bro. That wasn't in my. That wasn't in what I studied. I did IT. So it was weird that I came. I had a creative background, but I did IT. I did IT to learn about softwares and work in the background stuff. But I took a little turn, and I remember learning Photoshop just learning it online and just messing around with it. And even when it came to doing photography, bro, because I worked for a photography shop, it inspired me to try creative things when we were working together. And it has to this day been embedded in the work. I still do the same process to this day.
I feel honored to see the beginning of that run. Like, I remember you doing covers. We were doing covers. You were doing the photography. You were doing filming. Like, obviously, we're geeks. We like our films.
Yes,
so we had that.
That's right.
I think this is, bro. I don't know what you think, bro. Like, I know God put us together, bro. Like, God said, you two. Go and make some good stuff. Do some stuff.
And you know what? It's true. I see that paths cross for a really good reason, and it's the impact that you make in people's lives as well. And like I always try and let the listeners know that it's going to be a bumpy road regardless. There's going to be all sorts, but having that main, like I think Bruce Lee said it the best was like, I know the end goal is there, but remember to enjoy the journey along there. And I've stuck by that rule. Even though I've got this to do, I've always said before, I'm going to enjoy the middle bit, man. I'm going to have as much as fun as I can have, be more creative than I've ever been before that end goal comes. And to be honest, that end goal keeps on pushing a bit further because you're still having fun because you're living, isn't it? And the main thing is people need to remember to live in that process as well. Because
you made a good point about process, man. The process is fun. It's fun. Like, when you come across something, you come across an idea, and like you said, you make it a reality. You can see it. But I think that's the thing. Like, we are people who can make what's in our head physical. Like, we can present all these mad ideas into physical form, audio, visual, texture, whatever it is. We can make it a reality, and that's a gift, man. I don't take that for granted.
No, of course not. It's a superpower that's been given to us, and we have to use it responsibly.
Yeah.
So, bro, I'm gonna get a bit geeky now. Yeah, I'm gonna throw some geeky questions at you, and because this is a geek out podcast, so my brother said that if I don't ask these questions, I'm not gonna know the person I'm interviewing. But really, and truly, it was, bro. What was your first superhero comic book experience, bro?
That's a great question. It's weird because my first comic book wasn't a superhero. My first comic book was Beano. Remember the Beano?
Yeah, I remember Beano.
I was very much into the Beano. Yeah. So that was like my first comic book. And then superhero was Spider-Man. Spider-Man was the first superhero I saw, loved, check for, watch the cartoons. Remember that 70s version, version, the fake crawling up the wall, mad, all of that. And I was like, oh my God, how did they do that? But it was a camera trick because they were
yes,
literally
it was.
like
They were going
just crawling
inside
across, and then they turned it.
Gotta love the camera tricks, bro. Gotta love the camera tricks are the main thing. But I mean,
yeah.
From that, did it stem into any other characters that you liked along the way?
Yeah, I think for me, I was always like Marvel. Marvel was the one. I say Marvel, but then Batman came along. When Batman came along, I was like DC hard. And actually, I deviated. So I was like, I grew up with Spider-Man, obviously the Avengers, Batman. But then I don't know if you must remember Spawn. Remember Spawn?
Oh yes,
yes. Image Comics. Yes. Gen 13.
Oh yes, bro. What?
And class. I got into that. Into that side.
Now,
and then
bro,
it was a bit. Yeah.
No, that's right. Yeah, you're right. They get a bit more. They're for the guys that are 18, bro.
Yes, that's right. Exactly.
It was for the older crew.
It's the older heads. Yeah.
Yeah, it's for the older heads. And then you had, I mean, now that we've come to a point now in comic books where, for me personally, I feel like diversity is kicked off massively, and I totally, I think with the times and with everything that's happened as well, I feel like we have more characters that we can relate to. But even though when I was growing up, I was still relating to characters that wasn't from maybe my culture, my race, but it was because of that character had something in common with me. So when I go to Comic Cons, people will be like, why do you like this character for? He's not the same race, he's not the same, what do you call it? But I was like, when this was written, it was written for people to connect to. It didn't matter where the people came from. If I could see a little bit of myself in Spidey when he struggles in school and his part-time job and having a relationship and having no money for rent, I can relate to that. So this is the things that I used to tell to people, that it wasn't because of the diversity in the characters. It was because we related to those little things.
We did. I don't think we even thought about that. I don't think we thought about race.
No,
I don't think that came up. I don't think we thought about. We didn't even think about location. Like, I didn't really think about New York and Gotham as separate places. They were cities that we grew up in London, so we know city life.
That's right.
And like you say, it was about relatability. Like, they could relate to us as human beings struggling through time. So that's all I remember, man. That's what I connected with. And the fact that they were two identities, which I think we also understand. Going to your 9 to 5 and then being a musician, or going to your 9 to 5 and being a designer. Two sides.
It is a two lives. It was one to juggle as well. I have kind of recently come to terms with my workplace, that what I do as an artist is I'm an artist. And I will stick by that. I'm not Kibler, the marketing guy. And you know what? And when my manager was like, damn, that's the first time I've ever heard that from somebody. Because I was like, I don't like living these two lives no more, man. I'm starting to see it in the movies where people are just telling their secrets now. Dude, I'm an artist. That's what I'm going to be. So he found it brave that I came out that way, because he was like, most people kind of still do their side hustle and the rest of it. And I'll be honest, I was like, look, that's always going to be a part of what I do. It's not going to throw me off of what I do, but it's a part of me. So you trying to take that away from me, that's a part of Kib's diet. So it's either that happens or I go find something else.
And I think that's a good point that you've made. Like, people sacrificing their creativity for their jobs, or you sacrifice your creativity for somebody else, and that's a problem.
That's right.
Like, you never want to lose who you are because someone else doesn't fully understand it.
Of course.
I don't think we should compromise on that.
That's right.
It needs to be that acceptance, because it's like whatever type of hair you have, your eye color, your skin color, your preference in shoes is part of you, man, and that's we live with it.
Exactly. Of course. So, bro, I wanted to ask as well, because I know a lot of the listeners, when they listen in and they ask us questions, their main thing is I've been doing the podcast for 3 years now, but you've been doing music for That's your life, bro. That music for life.
A lot.
When it comes to
yeah.
when you're on stage, bro, when you're doing live shows, when you first started, what was it like? And to what is it like? What's the buzz like now?
Do you know what's so funny, man? I was saying this to someone the other day. My first show was in a church.
Damn.
And the audience were people of 50 plus.
Wow.
50 years old. So they didn't understand. They understand what I was. There was no concept of hip hop.
Yeah.
It was. So I'm saying, wave your hands in the air.
Yeah.
And they're looking at me like, we don't understand what's going on here. Like call and response. Nah, that's not. But what it taught me as a it taught me as a performer to work with any crowd of any size. So it's great training, beautiful training, because it meant that if I could even get them to engage, that means when I go to the club or a festival, I can work the crowd. I'm comfortable. So that was the best experience for me, is to have a crowd that didn't understand what I was doing. Yeah. And I had to convince them that I was good at that, and I'm just going to bring you on the ride. Nice. And then to recent times, like now it's like, it's home, man. It's comfortable. It's like walking up and down. You got your slippers on, mic, crowds, music. It's beautiful. I miss it. Obviously, we haven't been able to do
no, and I think that's been a very hard part. That's been a very hard part for, I think, a lot of people that are in that industry as well. I can't wait, bro, to see you back up on the stage and spitting them bars, bro, because that's the one thing I loved about working with you. And when we did shows, was your control in your control of the crowd, you're controlling your music. Like for me, lyrically, you're amazing, bro. But trying to remember all the stuff that you remember, bro, I'm like, God damn, bro. I only got like, I could do the ad-libs on that. I could do the ad-libs on that track. But you've got, like when it comes to, do you get, I know being nervous is always part of the gig. Doesn't matter what you're doing. Presentations, music shows, how do you kind of configure that in your head, bro? Before you like, oh shit, I kind of messed it up. How do I get back to it?
Yeah. I think. Okay, so the number one rule for any performer, singer, rapper, MC, whatever, is if you were to make a slight mistake on a lyric, for example, the trick is never to show that to the crowd. You don't show that mistake. You write it out as if it was, everything's intentional, everything's a performance. And so when I realized that part early, I was like, okay, cool. What I'm going to do is I'm going to know all of the key points of the song, so that it will help me learn the next four bars, the chorus, come back in. And I mean, don't get like, you have to go into rehearsal for at least 2-3 weeks before your show.
That's right.
You have to be in the zone. Yeah, you have to.
What do you usually do when you're in the zone, bro? What's your thing? Nice drink, something?
It's changed a lot, actually, man. Obviously, I'm getting older now. So I can't remember as much.
Let's not expose the ages, bro. We are young eternal.
We're young. But what I do now is, to get into the zone, I need to be on my own for the 20 minutes before the show. I can't speak to anyone. Nice. I don't want to be distracted. I just got to zone out. So I'll just go into a room, no communication, until it's like you're on, and then I'll go and do the show, and that's it. And then I'll have fun after.
Nice.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Because I've had so many memories of us when you're doing your live shows, and I'm like, right, how did he keep this up? Like, how did he? Oh.
Yeah. And energy as well. You got to have the energy. You got to have the lyrics. You got to have the delivery. You got to have the You got to read the crowd. Like,
that's right.
You need to know that if the crowd is like bougie, and they don't really want to give you any kind of like love. You have to work with that, and you have to bring them out of their comfort zone.
That's
and you have to make them believe that actually you're watching them. As an artist, you're watching the crowd. They're watching you, but you're watching them. So if you see someone standing up, you pick them and you're like, bro, I thought you were the dancer in the crowd. Or it could be something small, like there's a woman in the crowd and she's smiling, and you're like, okay, you're smiling. That means you want to get involved, and then you start bringing people in, and that's the trick. Just bring people into your show, man.
No, it's magic what you do, bro. It's something that I've seen 100 times. The way you pull in the crowd, the way your performance is unique to this day, bro, and it's one of my favorite things. So I can't wait for live shows to come back on, and so I can support you guys again, man. And I get out of the house as well. I think it's time for the Riddler to come out.
the Riddler. Man, I'm gonna expose the stories in the book, bro.
Go on, go for it, bro. Go.
The mad stories, the traveling, man.
Oh man, oh my God.
Beautiful times.
No, they were definitely. Wow. Bro, I want to talk about inspirations, bro, because I know we're gonna go way back when it comes to the culture of the music that you went into, and who were the people, bro, that kind of like when you heard it, you was like, oh, this is my jam.
Yeah. I think for me, early recollections, probably like most people, Michael Jackson, Prince, MC Hammer. MC Hammer was a big influence. Vanilla Ice, Bobby Brown.
Oh, yes.
I was old school, man. Come on, classics. Do you know what I like? It wasn't even like, I'd say real hip hop for me was Wu-Tang. So Wu-Tang Clan was the first understanding of lyricism, being lyrical.
That's right.
And then in terms of being like a performer, it was Snoop Dogg. So Snoop Dogg was my first vinyl album. And to be honest with you, bro, my mum bought me that vinyl. She didn't know what it was about.
Oh, right.
So when I was playing it and you heard she was like, whoa. So but that was it. I was just soaking it up. Tupac, obviously, Biggie. But yeah, Wu-Tang Clan, Triumph. The Triumph instrumental was the first classic, first instrumental I wrote to. Class.
Damn, bro, like I was listening to 36 Chambers and then Triumph just the other day. And like for me, the classics, it plays an important part in my creative process as well. If I've not got like Amazon or whatever playing, my Alexa playing something classic while I'm working, I'm thrown off because I mean, I'm not even going to talk about the music industry now because this is about you and us and the rest of it, but music has changed dramatically.
Yeah, of course. And I think for us, we are from that time period. So we love Wu-Tang, we love Biggie, Tupac, Jay-Z, but we've got Kendrick, we've got J. Cole, we've got so many Rhapsody, so many new artists who are still at the quality and level that we love.
Bro, Run the Jewels for me.
Kept us kind of like saying, okay, Run the Jewels, class.
So Run the Jewels is for me
I was going to say as a creative, because Run the Jewels do a lot of artwork. They do a lot of their artwork.
Yeah, that's right. Big fan. Oh man.
Yeah.
Do you still have that first vinyl, bro?
Yes, I still got it. I still got Doggy Style. I've still got do I still have my Wu-Tang? I think I've only got that on CD. I've got a few on vinyl actually. I've got some Big Daddy Kane. I've got Outkast.
Oh, yes.
Definitely. Yeah. So I kept some. I even got a few cassette tapes, bro. Remember the cassette tapes?
Because that's how I'll never forget that. I've still got that. Actually, you know what? Let me see if it's right here.
Yeah.
I keep them close by.
I
keep them close by. Let's see.
Just in case.
Let's see. Let's.
Just in case.
Okay, so this one here, Black Street, no diggity.
Oh, class.
Uh,
Oh,
wow, man. Oh, Busta Rhymes featuring Zayn. It's a party on tape, bro.
Oh, I got that on. I got that on vinyl. Mad.
Even finding this Michael Jackson Thriller on tape, Michael Jackson Thriller on tape when it came out. My uncle drew a beard on Michael Jackson.
That's a classic.
If you can see that, my uncle drew a beard on him.
Oh no! Oh, that's mad.
That's really got me upset because mad. I was like, he drew that beard. Like, why did you try to draw a beard on Michael Jackson? I'll never get that. But anyway, it is what it is. I still got it.
That cassette is probably worth a bit of money, you know.
I wouldn't be surprised. I'm gonna keep that to the side. Yeah. But these are like, absolutely. To be honest, bro, like again, collecting, as you know, I love my comics.
Yeah.
I collect stuff that I really let go of. It's like a part of me. Like it's something I want to part onto my legacy. Yeah.
And I think that's the other thing I realized we have in common is that collecting memorabilia, like from films, television, comics. I got some stuff. What did I look at the other day? I had some original like flyers from like gigs from the early 2000s, late 99, like
damn
events that I've been to. Mad there. And bro, as producers, so anyone that's a producer watching, I'm from the school of MPCs, bro. And I still got my original floppy disks. My original floppy disk.
That is awesome.
This has got
bro.
some old school beats on, bro. All old school.
You still got a device that they work on, bro?
No, I need to get an MPC. That's my next mission. I need to get an MPC so I can load these bad boys up, man.
Get them on there, bro. Get them. So you know when you find something classic,
there, bro.
Yeah. I think I gave you some videotapes recently when we last met.
You did. I got the videotapes. I've got I got VHS, some old cartoons. Remember Thundercats?
Yep, I remember.
Thundercats, Gummy Bears, Fraggle Rock.
Oh my god.
Centurions, Transformers, all of that stuff. Classic stuff.
Artcha goes back to the classics. I'm telling you one thing now, guys. That
always.
Geek at heart. He's a geek at heart.
Yeah.
Not just music, but everything all around. And he loves his preps, his trainers.
Oh God.
The trainers.
Mad, bro. I tell you a quick joke, bro.
Go on.
I tell you a mad joke. So I'm teaching this class. I'm teaching the class, and we're messing about. And I'm saying, they're trying to prepare for this exam. So I say, if anyone can get all 20 answers of this questionnaire, I will get you a pair of trainers. So in my head, I thought, no one's getting 20. Nobody, bro. This kid got 20 out of 20.
Damn.
And I now have to give them my triple black Harashis. My triple black Harashis, bro.
Did you give him a choice?
I lost. I gave him a choice. So I was going to give him a pair of Vans.
Yeah.
Or these triple black Harashis. I thought they didn't know what triple black Harashis were. They definitely knew. And he was like, yeah, I'll take those.
Oh, man, that's a difficult one. It must be hard. But I mean, you still collecting.
I lost the pair. I lost the pair.
Oh, man. Are you still collecting?
No. I can't say I am. No, I'm not. Because it's too much. It's too much, bro. Like,
it is
to keep up with what's going on in that world. I can't do it, bro. It's too much. So I hung up my boots.
I don't blame you, man. I had my moment as well with the comics, and you kind of hit a wall because it just keeps going, isn't it?
But I can keep going. However, I'm still size 10, so if anyone wants to sponsor me with trainers, I will happily accept the sponsorship. It's a size 10.
You guys heard it there, guys. Archer's taking sponsorships for trainers. Give him a shout. Make sure you check out the description. Nice. All of his social media will be all down there. Artcha.
Bless you. Yo.
I was going to ask regarding directing movies. You took last year. You took a leap into doing some videos, and which really knocked it out of the ballpark for me, because when another artist shows me his visuals and I'm like, wow, man.
Yeah.
How was it when it came to doing, now that, because we were in, was it just before we were in quarantine, bro?
Yeah, that was lockdown. Yeah, that was all lockdown, man.
That's right. Yeah. So like
times.
What made you what made you start directing, man? What made you bring some visuals in there?
That was do you know what? That was necessity, bro. Like I did that out of necessity, because obviously everything was locked down. Couldn't really get access to like film and cameras and all that kind of stuff. So I thought, you know what, let me try and do it myself. Let me use all my creativity, illustration, animation, my love of film. I got a film degree, bro. That's the other thing I forgot about. I got a film degree, so I forgot about that. So I thought, let me put it all together and see what happens. And that was a labor of love, man. That was a passion project, and I was just happy that there was a song I could really put together, like Avalanche, and that side together, and then putting that out, and then it was a beautiful moment, man. I was very proud, super proud.
No, you must be.
And to be honest, bro, I was trying to impress you, brother. I was trying to impress you.
I was impressed, bro. I was so impressed. Trust me, without a doubt, guys. No, sorry.
No, I was gonna say, when I got the seal of approval, when I got the seal of approval from you, I was like, yeah, it's cool. It's all good.
Because it's hard. I know what it's like to show something to somebody and what sort of reaction you want to get. But constructive feedback is the next part I wanted to get onto.
Yeah.
I think constructive feedback is so important to an artist, and it's so important in general lifestyle, that I feel like if somebody tells me about, maybe Kibbs, this didn't work out, maybe try this, try that I don't. I think originally I originally used to take it quite personally, but dude, that was my heart in there, man. I think as I've grown older and got into the industry a bit more, I've realized how to take that constructive feedback and how it's changed in my work. I mean, how have you taken constructive feedback from when you first started to now?
Yeah, I'm very much, obviously we get older, bro. When we get older, we get wiser. Hopefully we learn from our experiences. We learn from previous projects. So I embrace all criticism, man. I'm very much, I want people to be their authentic self and give me that real raw opinion, because it's going to make me better.
Yeah.
It's going to make me better. And then it just make me work harder, because I'm like, okay, that didn't work as well, so let me try something else. So I'd say I'm very much open to all of that now, more so. Very much open to it, man.
I've realized that for myself as well. That personally, I'm asking clients or asking somebody, like, what do you think? Like, you could ask close friends and family. You're gonna have the odd friends that are gonna be constructive feedback. That's Yakub for me. Yakub, he's a guy who's not really. He loves what we do. He loves everything we do, but he can be constructive because he doesn't come from that circle. So when he's says to, like, I showed him some work the other day, and he was like, Kibbs, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. Like, I love your work, but there's something about this that's not agreeing with me. So it's nice to get other people's opinions from outside the box, and that helps out massively, I think.
Yeah, it's so important, because even like me starting this like fashion brand, like this is new territory for me. So I was literally asking people who I knew were in that field to just be criticize and give me all that feedback. And bro, like I'd say in the last 2 weeks, I've learned so much, bro. I've learned so much. That's amazing,
bro. That's amazing.
I know where I want it to go. Yeah.
The vision. I love that when you have that vision, and I saw it popping up, and I was like, what? Artcha's getting it. Guys, make sure you check the description box as we talk. Artcha's social media and the clothing line will be linked. Go click, go check it out, go buy it, go check it out. And constructive feedback as well, because guys, as much as I love doing these podcasts,
absolutely,
let me know what else you guys want to hear from the listen, like from when we're doing the interviews and when we're talking about things. It's really important. But Artcha, when it came to the clothing, what made you what because I know you've been sketching and drawing for a little while now. You've got characters. And then I saw the t-shirts and the jackets come up and I was like, wow, I need to grab one. What?
Yeah.
Do you know when that epiphany happened?
That happened, I'll be honest, bro. I had this idea for about 3 years. It's been in the works for 3 years, but obviously not publicly. I was just working behind the scenes. I was trying to like navigate and do the business and do the logistics.
That's right.
And the designs, like just coming up with ideas that I thought could work. That was all taking time, and then kind of getting the domain and make sure I got the domain name. I wanted to make sure everything was pretty much done before I pressed the button and people could see it. So yeah, I think 3 years. It's been about 3 years in the making. And yeah, just starting small. So obviously t-shirts. I got this the hoodie, the FU Panda hoodies. So I'm just starting small and then seeing how it will grow.
No, of course. That's really good, and it's inspiring to see that because you're coming from the background of where you started, where you did. When did you do film, bro? Did you do film while you were still doing music? I did film.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I did a film degree in 99. Yeah, 99.
Oh, we're going way back now.
So I was doing music, but not as much. I started music, and then this is way back, bro.
Yeah.
So it was like I was into film way before music.
No, so
I wanted to be a director.
You still can be, bro. I'm working with you, bro. I don't care. We need to work on the script, I think. I think because this always spawns ideas. I feel like with the clothing coming along, with the background of everything creative that you're doing and then implementing into clothing. I've seen your videos. I've seen the way you lay things out. I think the idea, we could storyboard it together, bro. And I think it's time for me to come out of the darkness.
It's time. Bro, that for me is full circle, bro. Us making a film, us working on a film, a project. I think that was always gonna happen. I think that's always gonna be in the works, bro.
Yeah,
so we
definitely
gotta get onto that.
No, I think that'd be. Look at that, guys. Get on a podcast and an idea blossoms.
You've witnessed it first. Big time, big style, big time.
Oh man, that's amazing, because I've been sitting in the background doing loads of work myself. I think my journey has taken me on a point now where I've done a lot of stuff by myself, and I think it's time for me to branch back out, get some different projects done. And I miss it, bro. I genuinely miss photography and directing and using the camera. And like now there's so much technology out there that you maybe not even need all that kit we needed before.
That's what I mean, bro. We don't need it. We don't need all of it.
No, because
we need the technology that we have right now.
Exactly. And like it's something it's always been there, as you said, bro. It's weird how it's just spawned in here, bro. It's mad. I feel we're excited already, and we haven't even laid anything down yet.
Well, we're due to have a meeting. We're gonna sit down, brother. We're gonna talk about these ideas, bro, because there's a lot to do.
There's loads, bro. There's loads. And like, again, like you're learning new software as well. I'm learning new software as well. I discovered this other new program, and you were talking about it the other day as well, the NFT stuff as well. Like, weird now, there's different avenues we can jump into. But but collaborating is my next best thing. I think I did a lot of work with the larger companies that I wanted to work for. Now it's time to kind of buckle down and kind of get back to the roots of what I originally loved. When we first started working together, bro, I was always on a hype, bro. And if we do bring some of those stories out, if I invite you again on another podcast, we talk about those stories, bro.
Yes, bro. I'm saying, bro, some of the best times of my life.
Oh man, Artcha, before I go, and again, massive thank you for your time, bro. I know that you're working on a few projects at the moment. You want to tell the listeners about it?
Yeah, man. So obviously at the moment, artchaseries.com is the website for the fashion label with the tees, the hoodie. Just check it out. There's loads on there. Just gonna bring it. This is like the spring edition, and then I got something else for summer. Summer's coming up. So that's what I'm working on at the moment. But music, man, I'm sitting on music, bro. I've got an album ready, done.
Exciting.
I got an EP remix done. It's all finished. I've got a brand new single remix. I've got 6 remixes for the brand new single that I brought out in 2020. Mad, bro. Mad. So that's the next thing, man. Getting those out in the next couple of months.
Awesome,
yeah, bro.
awesome. That's great, great stuff. All right, Artcha, massive. I just want to say a pleasure, bro. I'm telling you, a massive pleasure. Thank you so much for taking the time out on a Friday night.
Come on, bro.
Yeah. No, honestly, it's always an honor, always a pleasure.
This is my brother, man. I think people need to. This is beyond music, beyond design, beyond art. This is my brother. That's a fact.
That's family, bro. Oh man, that's awesome. Guys, make sure you check out all the links below in my description box. Guys, you're gonna find this podcast not just on YouTube. If you want to see our pretty faces, you'll catch it on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, SoundCloud. Where else, man? Can't keep up. There's Spotify, there's Deezer. We're on everything at the moment now. So since we've started the podcasting on a larger scale, we're starting to get the podcast more out there. And Artcha, I want to thank you so much for appearing on the show. Guys,
bro.
Be positive. Keep pushing
forward.
Forward.
Bro. I'm proud of you.
No, I'm proud of you, bro. It's always good. Always good to have you. But yeah, I'm gonna grab a quick Insta photo for the page.
Yeah, man.
And then, but yeah, guys, massive thank you. I'll catch you guys up soon. One love.
Blessings.
Peace.
Bro, in a bit, King.